Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. I have a relatively straightforward all wax trash talk to share with you. Essentially, we've got two brands to focus on, Goosecreek candles and rest in peace Broadway wax melts. So let's go ahead and talk about my Goosecreek candles. Over the last few months, I basically have been burning a Goosecreek candle and then a Bath & Body Works candle and switching off in between. And with that, what has been really interesting is I essentially have been drawn to similar scents that are basically dupes of each other from these two brands, which is so very curious. So the first one that I have is this Pineapple Banana Punch. This is a classic example of why I don't love buying candles blindly without being able to smell them. This, just like not my favorite candle. It really has this incredibly strong pineapple forward note, which shouldn't be that surprising because it's pineapple banana punch, but I just thought it might have a bit more fruitiness to it. It's pineapple juice, ripe banana, and mango puree. It should have just said pineapple juice because that is all I smelled when I was burning this. And it's really interesting because I ended up burning this not too long after I burned the pineapple pizza one from Bath & Body Works. And they really just smelled like the exact same candle. This was maybe a little bit stronger and really no question, it smelled like I had just like doused my entire first floor in pineapple juice, which I didn't necessarily hate, but it really was a one and done for me and probably would have passed on it if I had smelled it in a store. It had a little bit of sootiness, but not terrible. It burned all the way down. I appreciate that much like Bath & Body Works candles, Goosecreek candles, within minutes, I will start to get scent off of it. I don't have to worry about any kind of maintenance issues. Like it just burns. And I really do like that about this. So in every other way, it was a great candle, just not my preferred scent profile. Then I purchased Buttercream Blooms. Oh, this was such a beautiful scented candle. It, again, burned really seamlessly. The notes of this one were berry glaze, sweet buttercream, and candied petals. I would have loved to have a second one of this. Interestingly, it was very similar to Bath & Body Works. I can't remember which one it was like, but it was just like I kept pulling a candle to use, and I'd be like, that's kind of similar to the one that I was just burning. Very fascinating. And then lastly, one of my older Goosecreek candles that I've been holding on to was Rose Petal Icing. So good. This is very much like a rosewater and ivy with a bit more like vanilla all up in here. So nice. This one was, oh no, I don't get scent notes on the older version. So I don't have scent notes on it, but it is exactly how it sounds. Rosewater ivy with a little bit more vanilla put into it. Also really, really good. So 3 hits. Again, I think I would probably be more of a convert to Goosecreek if I could get them more consistently in person. The only time I see Goosecreek is on the occasion that I walk through the wax aisle at Walmart. I'm pretty sure they carry at my local Walmart Goosecreek wax melts, but I don't really love their wax melts. I feel like for what they cost, they're not better than or justified in their price point compared to Home Sensationals or Better Homes and Garden. Like it doesn't really add up for me. And the candles, when they're $9.95, that's what pulls me to their website. But the blind buying really does check me because I can't return them, or if I can, I'm not going to. And I don't want to be stuck with a bunch of candles that I'm not super in love with the scent of. So these ones, however, were great. And then my wax melting has been curbed because I'm doing more candle burning and I'm only wax melting in one space upstairs. And on top of that, I've been trying to use my older wax, in particular Broadway wax. That wax does not have the longevity that Dessa's Homespun Scents, that Super Tarts has, which is the 2 other big ones, Rainbow Melts. Those 3, I've had wax as old as like 5 or 6 years and it still performs beautifully. That's not the case with Broadway wax. So I really wanted to make it a point, and like the last time I went through my big buckets, to pull wax that was nearing the 3 or 4 year mark. And a lot of that wax was lingering because it wasn't necessarily my favorite scents. So that's why when I first got into Broadway Wax, when she was doing her monthly musical box model, I found her in like the summer, and like the spring, summer, and she was using a lot of oils that I just don't love personally. So I learned really fast after like 4 months. I was like, I gotta stop buying these because I'm not gonna wanna melt them right away. And I really became in love with her fall winter scents, but I also had a bunch of those. So all of that disclaimer out of the way to tell you that you're looking at a pile of 2021 wax and a pile of 2022 wax. None of it was necessarily terrible performance-wise considering how old they were, but not all of them were my favorite scents. So I had this one, Eddie's Teddy, Blue Sugar, Buttermints, Marshmallow Cake, and Lavender Vanilla. I went through Big, Bright, Beautiful World, Strawberries, Watermelon, Bubblegum. Damn It Janet, Pink Sugar, Sugared Strawberries, Vanilla Bean, Noel. The Time Warp, Lemon Icebox Cookies, Zucchini Bread, Wild Berry Mousse, and Lemon Curd. The Story of Tonight, Pink Lemonade, Love Spell, Blueberry Sugar, Strawberry Hard Candy. And Donkey Pot Pie, Cream Cheese Frosting, Zucchini Bread, Pink Sugar, and Sugar Cookies. All of those were like relatively big bags too, so it took me a while to get through them. And then for 2022, I have Late for the Date, Prince Charming, Fruity Kisses, and Wedding Cake. I surprisingly really didn't like this one when it was warmed up. Roses are pink, rosé all day, rose vanilla, raspberry, and sweet mint, oatmeal, milk, and honey. We Go Together, candy cream, firecracker pop, blue raspberry slushy, and frosted animal cookies. And lastly, I have A Lovely Night, champagne toast, pink lime, blackberry, and pomegranate. I think at this point, I only have a couple, maybe at the most 3 or 4 that are from the 2022 time stamp. I think from here on out, I'm in the last like 2 years, which is good. I have not purchased wax melts in a really long time. I just would rather focus on melting what I have and not feeling the stress of things just getting older and older and I can't melt them. So that is what I'm doing right now. Like I said, I haven't filmed one of these in a really long time. I think that's a collection of almost 5 months worth of non-Bath & Body Works candles. So between non-BBW candles and wax melting, that's what you can see for about the last 5 months. So we'll just sort of see, take it as it comes and see where I am in the next few months, because those buckets I hope will just keep getting less and less, and maybe I could just end up with 1 bucket of wax melts. But that is it for me. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.